Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to look at Overly Sarcastic Productions' Journey to the West Part 4. Last time around, not Goku, Sun Wukong, no relation there at all, got beat by a demon who's full of hot air. Yeah, I'm actually surprised no one put it that way, because Red is very much, Overly Sarcastic is accurate to the title. So yeah, I don't know what we're getting to right here, because I have not read this. I don't plan on reading this. I don't like the poetic form that a lot of older writing can do. So we're just going to jump right in and see where this goes. You guys know the deal. There's a link below to the original video. If you haven't already, hit it up. And if you have, do it again because it's pretty damn awesome. I haven't seen this, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it probably is. Yeah, once that's done, if you like this, subscribe. And let's get started.
Last time on Journey to the West, the virtuous monk Tripitaka found himself added to the menu of an evil cave demon whose powerful wind laid even the mighty Sun Wukong low. With the help of the Bodhisattva Ling Chi, Sun Wukong and Tripitaka's new disciple Pigsy found a way to defeat the cave demon and save their master. Only
through the power of kill stealing. Come on, had to be said.
To encounter a new threat in the form of a cunning and powerful river spirit that barred their way. Unable to fight,
he has the amazing power of being able to swim. Yes, that's what held them up.
Him underwater, Sun Wukong again had to rely on the skills of Pigsy to lure the demon out, but when even that failed, he called upon the merciful Kuan Yin to intercede on their behalf. The river spirit turned into an unlikely ally when it was revealed that Kuan Yin had previously enlisted him as Tripitaka's third disciple. Now with all our allies assembled, we are finally ready to embark on the journey to the west. So our heroes are trekking westward.
They're actually keeping the Kai in there. Oh dear God, they're actually keeping Kai in there. Oh, of course they are.
Through a particularly uninhabited stretch of mountain when Tripitaka's tummy starts getting the rumbly.
This is your daily reminder that you're a squishy mortal. Oh yeah, because literally no one else here would count for that.
And he tells Monkey to go find him some vegetarian.
Monkey, if you don't mind, that thing needs an off switch. Yeah, you ate all of the other off switches, it seems. All the immortality, you ate it all. Sometimes that was actually a literal thing too.
Food. So Monkey flies off to get him some fruit or something, in the process disturbing a local mountain demon, the White Bone Spirit, who pops out to see what's up. She sees Tripitaka and immediately realizes he's the monk all the demons are talking about, and that, because he's the reincarnation of Golden Cicada and has pursued a perfect monk lifestyle, if she eats him, she'll become immortal. So she's...
Really? Does this everything here have a regular immortality? Also Golden Cicada. I'm going with yeah, it's probably in relation to the other ones. And that would include all the information I missed when apparently I missed his backstory. He's a reincarnation. Got it.
She's about to swoop down and grab him then and there, but she recognizes Sandy and Pigsy as two former celestial warriors and backs off, resolving to be sneaky
let's be smart.
So she disguises herself as a beautiful young woman and minces over to Tripitaka with some delicious poisoned rice for him. So Pigsy immediately gets his flirt on while the White Bone Spirit spins.
You know, I don't want to ask, but is the entire trope of calling guys who flirt all the time badly pigs based on this? Because I wouldn't think so, because I'm pretty sure that's more of a Western one, but I know that there was a lot of trade. For all I know, maybe this inspired people. I don't know. If someone does, let me know, because I'm actually curious about this, because he's very much a pig that flirts.
It's a sob story about having to care for her aging parents.
Oh, my mom and dad are so real and so old. He's actually how tragic. And he's just drooling, and this guy's like, what? I don't know which is dumber. The guy who's working on his base instincts, or the guy who has no ability to read what is bullshit.
That she totally has. So while she's trying to convince Tripitaka to eat her delicious, not at all poisoned rice, Monkey flies back with an armload of peaches and immediately sees that this girl is a demon with his special...
Oh, apparently you could just see that. Also, wow. Good on him to see that. I love how his face is just like, whoa, fuck. And it never occurred to him that if he dies, this curse is meaningless. It literally never occurred to him to do that. Huh. That's actually better on him.
Special demon eyes. So he drops everything and whips out his murder stick, but Tripitaka panics and grabs him because seriously, dude, at least explain your motivation. So Monkey's like, alright, dude.
No, I'll give him a pass on this one. I don't think talking it out is ever something he's ever thought of the first time around. I mean, you know, joking aside, they didn't make points like, dude, you could have just asked, and you know, they did talk things out eventually, but it's never been his go-to. Oddly enough, he will, but he won't start with it.
Dude, listen, disguising yourself as a hot chick, that's like man-eating demon trick number 1. Hell, I did it all.
Nah, not just demons. If you know what I mean. Oh, you sweet summer child.
all the time back when I ate people. Amazingly, this stirring argument fails to convince Tripitaka, so Monkey's like, all right, I get it. You think she's hot. How about I give you two lovebirds a little privacy?
Oh
and
my
when Tripitaka's
God.
paralyzed with embarrassment, Monkey smacks the demon in the face. Tripitaka's like,
Monkey, what the hell?
well, Monkey points out that the delicious, totally not poisoned rice had rotted and filled with maggots as soon as he killed her, which is not typically a trait of healthy food. So Tripitaka almost believes him until Pigsy, extremely salty about Monkey ruining his chances to score, goes on, oh, sure, come on, what's more likely? That Monkey just killed a demon, or that Monkey just murdered an innocent girl and used his powers to make you think he killed a demon? So
No, actually, that doesn't sound like him in the slightest. That would be way too much of a big plan. It doesn't sound like him at all. Like, unless maybe he was more tricksy in original, but he doesn't come off that way. In fact, if someone said, this version of Monkey has a plan, I'd be sitting there going like, okay, so this is an imposter Wukong. That's pretty easy. Nice.
Tripitaka gets really mad and uses the magic migraine spell, then tells Monkey that a killer can't be one of his disciples. But Monkey manages to persuade him.
I think the only person... the river demon, we're trying to kill you. Monkey killed a lot. Wasn't Pigsy the one who was really sad for eating people? Or... no, that was someone else, wasn't it? I could be mistaken.
To let him stay, and the group awkwardly treks on after burying the totally innocent girl. Speaking of, the white bone spirit had actually dropped her body right at the moment of impact and skedaddled off into the sky,
She can just
leaving
drop
her body
bodies?
below. She starts working on how to get rid of Monkey so she can get some of that sweet man flesh. So she turns into an elderly woman and hobbles up to the group like, excuse me, have any of you seen my beautiful innocent daughter that totally came this way a little while ago? I'd hate to think that something happened to her. So Monkey obviously insta-kills her, again, and Tripitaka flips out, uses the migraine spell, and with Pigsy's encouragement, kicks him out of the group again. But
I've had enough of you murdering people. Oh, of the murdering son. Really? Oh, it's S-U-N. I just realized that.
But Monkey's like, all right, but if you're gonna kick me out, could you at least get this stupid thing off first? Which is when everyone learns that Tripitaka has no idea how to get Monkey's cursed hat off his head. So he agrees to keep Monkey on as a disciple, since it wouldn't be fair to cut him loose without...
That is dickish, especially since anyone... oh, yeah, anyone who knew the spell could do it. And since the gods delivered it, they could do it anytime. And he's just sitting back there going, I don't think this is right. I love how he's completely silent this entire time, and Pigsy's just an idiot. And the horse is doing nothing, so nothing has changed there.
Actually cutting him loose, and they continue on together. Soon enough, they spot a totally innocent old man in the distance, and Pigsy's like, oh, horror of horrors! Clearly, this is the patriarch of the family that Sun Wukong so callously murdered for no reason. Clearly, Monkey will use his great powers to escape justice and leave us to take the blame.
Or just kill him.
Oh, horror of horrors! Clearly, Sun Wukong has bewitched this innocent old man's corpse to look like the body of a demon. In case you haven't noticed, Tripitaka is supremely gullible in this chapter, so sure enough, it's migraine time and getting kicked out of the group o'clock. This time,
Yeah, I think we've picked up on that. Also, Pigsy's a bigger asshole than before. Like, beforehand, it's like he's kind of lazy, but he wasn't the biggest asshole. And now I'm like, okay, yeah, I see where Oolong came from him. Yeah, this chapter is so much Oolong. I didn't really get it beforehand. I was like, I don't know, he seemed kind of hardworking, and that was not Oolong. I don't know where Dragon Ball Z got that. It's like, here? Okay, yeah, no, this makes perfect sense now. This is where the character was inspired, this specific part. Maybe parts after, but definitely this one more than anything before it.
Monkey's like, all right, you know what? Fine. And after Tripitaka writes an official letter of banishment and Monkey is aggressively polite in taking his leave, Monkey warns Sandy not to buy into Pigsy's BS and then blasts off. Nice one, Tripitaka. So Monkey returns to his home on Flower Fruit Mountain, only to find it in ruins. Turns out after Monkey got sealed away, Erlang burned the whole place down for funsies. The remaining monkeys are being hunted every day by a huge band of hunters. So Monkey decides the time has come for some much-needed stress relief and brings down the wrath of Wukong on the hunters the next time they appear.
Yeah.
So while Monkey's having the time of his life as king of the mountain again, the story shifts back to Tripitaka and friends.
I'll be honest, no, he's justified in this one too.
But let's take a minute to step out of the story and examine it on a meta level, because what just happened was fascinating. This text is centuries old, but the way Monkey's acting could be lifted directly and put in something modern, and it'd make perfect sense. After getting kicked out and losing his purpose, Monkey is visibly emotionally unstable, oscillating between heartbreaking homesickness to cathartic rage to overzealous partying and back.
Oh god, there's an entire trope of anime that just does this. It's the revenge trope, or like the I got kicked out of the hero's party, now I'm going to start a new life somewhere else. I know there's actually a show that basically does that. It's actually not that bad. But more importantly, that's an entire trope not just of isekai, but of anime. It's like the revenge flick, but where they just decide to move on instead. Which doesn't always happen. I'm sure it'll come up. This is... yeah! You know, she didn't... It's such a common plot twist. It's like, I got kicked out of the party due to false allegations. Now I'm going to go be king somewhere else. I didn't even realize because it's so common. And now that she said it, it's like, oh shit. Yeah, I can see the inspiration in there, and everyone gets it in their mind. The zeitgeist is based on this. Holy crap.
Again. Like, there's no need to dig deep here. His emotional responses are there for all the world to see.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is because we can't forget that the journey to the West is an allegory, and Monkey represents the mind. Monkey just gave up on everything he was trying to do, which was to get Tripitaka to the Thunderclap Monastery. He's basically going through an existential crisis, and the book is representing that perfectly because it's kind of the point of the book. It's like an allegorical roadmap. This is a part of the journey where you'll probably be feeling these things and facing these temptations. The characters feel real and genuine in their reactions to things because they all represent vital components of the human mind, and the way they act is the way we act. It's not like Beowulf, where he's a great and noble king with very little else to define him. These characters are meant to feel real.
Yeah, honestly, I never really got Beowulf. Mostly because I can't stand Old English. But yeah, that's just my own personal take on it. When they get to there, and I know they've done Beowulf, I'll check that out. But I'm going to have trouble with that one because I really can't stand it.
To be something we can see ourselves in. This book is really good. Anyway, so Tripitaka and friends enter a super...
And yeah, everything she just said makes a lot of sense. I was looking more at just the trope aspect as opposed to it just does cover human emotion well, which is actually something really interesting when you think about it. When she highlighted just how old this is, it's not so much that the age isn't crazy, it's that basic human responses that we can understand the mental toll. Hundreds, is it thousands at this point? I don't even know how long ago this was written. I probably should look that up. But the general response, it's a good way to describe it, and she's getting it across. Even though she's way more sarcastic, I'm sure the original text was. I know, crazy. Again, overly sarcastic. Who'd have thought someone who calls their channel that would fit that definition? Just, beyond just the trope, it just makes good human reading material, rather than going full Mary Sue. So I guess that's not yet one of the things in here. Although, I mean, Wukong definitely could fit into the Mary Sue, but frankly, yeah, I don't care. It's early enough that the trope hasn't been established. I'll take it.
Ominous pine forest, whereupon things immediately go wrong. First, Pigsy fails to find Tripitaka any food and opts to take a nap instead. Then, while Sandy goes to look for him, Tripitaka enters a pagoda to light incense and pray, and manages to wake up a sleeping demon in the process and get insta-captured. So Sandy manages to find Pigsy and drags him back to the camp, whereupon they find Tripitaka missing and reason that he probably went to check out that beautiful pagoda in the distance. It's only when they get closer that Sandy realizes it's actually a demon cave, at which point Pigsy decides that picking a fight with the demon sounds like a great idea. So they fight, and it's pretty cool, but even with...
Is this really going well? Oh god, they just have all the little clones around them. Pigsy, you're being way too happy. Don't do that. Also, there's just a lot of random demons. So why was it called a cave? It was oh, it's probably magic, wasn't it? Yeah, that makes sense.
With the backup of the various gods that have been assisting Tripitaka on his path, Sandy and Pigsy can only fight the demon to a standstill. But while that's going on, Tripitaka meets with a stroke of luck. Turns out the demon's wife is a kidnapped princess named 100 Flowers.
100 Flowers Shame? Why does that sound worse that way? You know, let's just, you see, I was kidnapped 13 years ago. Tell my fam. KK? What? I know that's some kind of slang, but I guess I'm just too out of it. I have no idea what that means.
Shame, who's willing to help him in exchange for him delivering news of her whereabouts to her family in the West. So she frees Tripitaka, gives him a letter, and convinces her husband to stop beating up his friend.
What have I told you about trying to eat, guest? But babe, oh god, I was winning. No, you weren't. No, Pigsy, you're never winning. You don't do that.
I'm delivering news of her whereabouts to her family in the West. So she frees...
All right, let me go and stop my husband from killing your friends.
Tripitaka, gives him a letter, and convinces her husband to stop beating up his friends.
Yeah.
Tripitaka and friends hurry out the back door and continue westward, soon coming across the very kingdom 100 Flowers...
Kidnapped by a demon? Did they not notice in 13 years?
Shame was stolen from. Tripitaka delivers the letter to the king, who's profoundly grateful to finally know what happened to his daughter, but sadly says that they're unequipped to stage a rescue if it involves...
Aw, I don't think we can fight a demon. Yeah, if only you had an overpowered monkey or something.
...fighting a demon. But surely Tripitaka must be able to, if he's managed to make it this far already. So Tripitaka...
Oh my god, I don't know which is worse. Pigsy's going big eyes, and it's like, ah! Or the freaking... Okay, we're back to the back button not working. Oh, no, there it is. The king going star-eyed. I don't know, just they're putting a lot of work on just the silly eye effects.
So Tripitaka reluctantly summons his disciples, whereupon the king asks which of them is better at slaying demons. Pigsy gets his brag on and starts showing off his powers.
Honestly, I would take the horse before Pigsy. Granted, The horse is an overpowered asshole, specifically a lazier one than Pigsy.
Which soundly convinces the king that he's perfectly equipped to go off and fight the same demon he was.
When can you leave to rescue my daughter? Right away, your majesty. Hold on, we literally just escaped here. He doesn't... Is he representing the super ego or the common sense that everyone ignores?
He's having worlds of trouble with last time. So Pigsy zips off for the rematch of the century, with Sandy tagging along to make sure he doesn't hurt himself. So Pigsy breaks down the door and proceeds to get his ass soundly kicked, so he excuses himself and runs away, leaving Sandy to try and fight the demon himself. This goes predictably poorly, and Sandy gets captured while Pigsy hides in a thorn bush. So the demon reasons that the disciples...
Alright, why would they come back after I nearly killed them last time? Because Pigsy's an idiot. It doesn't really look good for the king either. In fact, she's probably better off with the demon. Yeah.
Must have come back because the princess snuck a letter out with them and confronts her about it. Obviously, she denies it, and when he interrogates Sandy about it, he catches on and denies it too. So the demon immediately switches off the murderous intent and gets all buddy-buddy with his wife again. He then decides to pay a visit to his father-in-law, shapeshifting himself into something a little more presentable. So the demon heads over to the king's court and spins a sob story about...
Greetings, your majesty. I'm your new son. Also, technically, they did attack him. And the king believes it, right? Oh my god.
Some shape-shifting tiger demon he saw threatening the princess way back when, so he drove it off and saved her life and then married her because she never told him she was a princess, and hey look, that guy over there is totally the demon I was talking about! So the demon spins an illusion around Tripitaka, making him look like a tiger monster, which is all the evidence the king needs to have Tripitaka.
Oh my god. This isn't just Tripitaka being gullible, this is the everyone being gullible. Quick, send this demon to the dungeon! No, what? And we have someone who's actually using illusions well. I'm already liking this demon more and more.
Locked up. So things look pretty terrible, right? I mean, Sandy's been captured, Pigsy's off hiding somewhere, Tripitaka's been locked up, and Monkey's back on Flower Fruit Mountain without a...
Honestly, no, it looks pretty good for him. Minus the entire glowy effect of definitely not horrible things happening.
Things look pretty terrible, right? I mean, Sandy's been captured.
I'm going to kill that pig. Yeah, it's probably the best choice.
Captured, Pigsy's off hiding.
Sandy is going to kill me. Yes. Yes, he is, and you deserve it.
Hiding somewhere, Tripitaka's been locked.
Whoa. It really sucks when no one believes you about whether or not someone's a demon. It causes so many misunderstandings. Oh my god, this is literally having his own gullibility rubbed in his face because someone else is even more gullible than him in the exact same situation. It's really well done. As far as morality plays go, this is actually not that on your nose. Technically, I know it's in your face, but personal choice in words.
Locked up, and Monkey's back on Flower Fruit Mountain without a care in the world. Who could possibly rescue Tripitaka now?
The usual.
Tales from down there! After work, my down there gets swampier than bullfrog season on the bayou. That's why I use Cottonelle Fresh Care Flushable Wipes so I have a shower fresh clean.
The horse. The horse is going to do something. Honestly, I expected them to just, let the horse let him die. And I specifically mean let the horse. I mean, they would write it so the horse would let them die. Could it fix it? Yes. Will it? I'm assuming the gold star of Mercury is just going to come in again.
That's right! It's finally the horse dragon's time to shine! So the dragon turns back to his true form and scouts out the palace a little, and sees that the demon has returned to his true form and is currently in the process of eating his attendants and drinking all the wine in the palace. So the dragon shapeshifts into a beautiful young woman and scoots into the hall, impressing the demon with magic tricks and singing for him. Soon enough, the demon asks...
I hate how the fact that this basically... I'm not the only one who saw this and goes, oh god, the horse is Aqua. It's mostly useless, and it's good at magic tricks. It's just in this situation it's useful, which Aqua never will be. Whoa, neat trick. Teehee. Oh, you.
Soon enough, the demon asks if she can dance, and the dragon's like, oh, a little, but it'll look much better if I use swords. So she does a little sword dance for him until she spots her opening and takes a swing. The dragon turns back to his true form and does battle with the demon for a while, but he's clearly outclassed and ends up having to run after his leg gets injured. He hides at the bottom of the moat until...
He has legs? I guess tail, but okay.
The demon loses interest and then turns back into a horse and limps into the stable for the night. Soon...
Why? No, why all the shape-shifting? It's like not actually a horse, it's a dragon. Why would it just change into an alternate form? I'm missing something. Yeah, maybe it's just because that's what everyone knew it as at this point.
However, Pigsy comes crawling back, hoping to get some help in rescuing Sandy. Instead, he gets chewed out by the horse for being...
The horse can talk in this form. I didn't even realize the horse could talk. I thought I just hated them. Oh, God. I just need to see that again. Oof.
Limps into the stable for the night. Soon, however,
Tripitaka!
Pigsy comes crawling back, hoping to get some help in...
Yeah, we've got a problem. Whoa. How'd you hurt? How'd your leg get hurt? Oh, how'd you hurt your leg? Yeah, whatever.
Rescuing Sandy. Instead, he gets chewed...
A problem? Oh my God, you can talk. We have so many problems. Tripitaka is a joke. Wow, that's pretty... There's a demon in the castle. Yikes. Well, I broke my leg. Technically, the demon broke your leg. But details. Also... I can't believe I'm saying this, but I will give Pigsy more credit than the horse. He was useful once. That's it.
Chewed out by the horse for being too overconfident and ruining everything. Pigsy decides the sane course of action would be to pack his things and return to his peaceful life in the village with his own kidnapped wife, but the horse is having precisely none of his sass today and refuses to let him leave, unless it's to go apologize to Monkey and get him to sort this all out. So Pigsy reluctantly flies off to Flowerfruit Mountain.
Oh, he can fly too? Everyone can just fly. Is that just a thing? Okay, sure.
Whereupon he finds Sun Wukong hanging.
All right. Everyone, the trick to weapons is to hit your enemy. Ooh, if there's a sharp bit, try hitting him with a sharp bit. I mean, to be fair, there are people who do fuck that up still, so yeah.
Out with his enormous monkey army. Pigsy tries to sneak closer.
This has been known to dissuade people from trying to eat you. Yeah, that actually does. Excuse me. Hey, quit shoving.
But Monkey spots the intruder and has his monkeys bring him up to the front.
Hey, who's disturbing self-defense for bizarrely incapable demon monkeys? Oh, I didn't realize they were demon monkeys. I thought they were just regular monkeys, and he happened to be the unique one. Huh.
Front. He immediately recognizes Pigsy, and after being assured that he hasn't been banished too.
Yeah, technically there's not enough people left to banish him. Also, his cape got longer. Or he actually has a cape now, even. Huh. No way, did you manage to get Tripitaka to kick you out too? Oh no!
Pigsy, rather than owning up to the disaster.
Cool, I guess so. Why are you sticking around my house? Is something wrong? Yes. Sorry, I just love the cape. This is making it so much sillier to me.
Scenario instead tells Monkey that nothing's wrong. Tripitaka just missed him so much. So Monkey's like, neat. In that case, let's just hang out for a little while. So Monkey leisurely spends his morning hanging out on his beautiful mountain and eating fruit, while Pigsy tries to find ways to persuade Monkey to leave right this second without seeming too desperate. After a while, Pigsy's like, well, we've sure kept our master waiting. We should probably go. Monkey's like, oh yeah, great. See ya. Pigsy's like, wait, you're not coming? And Monkey's like, no, I got banished, remember? Besides, I got a good thing going here. Tell Tripitaka not to bother me again. So Pigsy...
To be completely fair, yeah, he kind of does. And if no one comes to bother him, he probably wouldn't even be that much of a problem.
He leaves, but he's only a few miles down the mountain before he starts ranting and insulting Monkey. So...
Wait, oh, did he? Oh, you heard that. You stupid monkey, why couldn't you let me get with that hot girl? This is all your fault. Oh, yeah, because he's still a pig.
So Wukong has his monkeys recapture Pigsy and bring him back to explain his poor manners. So the truth...
my style? Really? You have style? Oh, that's just a lie. There's a demon in this and
comes out as Pigsy explains how everything went wrong, although he does embellish a little to motivate Monkey to come help him. So Monkey flies to the demon...
Wait, what did it say about being called skinny? Oh, jeez. This button? Yeah, and he called you skinny. Really? Okay, you go short, but skinny? Okay.
So Monkey flies to the demon's lair and immediately abducts two of the demon's children, offering to release them in exchange for Sandy.
They have children? Man, 13 years. Still, though. What the heck? Let's trade. What are you doing? Ah, yes. Hostage taking. The thing they all seem to do.
The princess runs back inside and frees him.
What? There's a tiny demon outside holding my demon kids hostage. What? Yeah.
And Monkey, after reuniting with Sandy, sends them off to...
Oh, okay. Sandy is literally the best bro already. This is literally the nicest thing I can imagine. He's actually hugging him. He's smiling. Oh, Sandy is best bro. Oh, easy. I'm still mad. You let me get exiled. He kind of lets a lot of things happen, but he just doesn't get involved.
Uniting with Sandy, sends them off to the palace with the two kids in tow to lure out the demon and bring him back to his lair. Meanwhile, Monkey shapeshifts into the princess and waits in the cave.
You should hide somewhere. You should stop kidnapping my kids. Yeah.
for the demon to return. So Sandy and Pigsy drop the kids in front of the palace, killing them, but it's okay because they were evil or something. And the demon, a little too hungover to want to fight, decides to check his lair first to see if they really were his kids and if he needs to avenge them. So the demon returns to his cave, whereupon he finds totally the real princess crying her eyes out about her 2 dead kids. The demon's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get him right after I make sure you're okay, darling." Princess Monkey is like, "Oh man, I'm just so distraught." So the demon's like, "Don't worry, honey, I've got an elixir for exactly that." Whereupon Monkey takes it, swallows it whole, and reverts to his true form in preparation for some cathartic ass-kicking.
I mean, it's Monkey, or Wukong. He could probably kick this guy's ass anyway. He just wanted another reason to be feeling better. Because it's probably immortality that he ate. With his luck, it probably is.
So they have an epic battle and it's really cool, but when Monkey fakes an error and uses the opportunity to get in a solid hit, the demon straight up vanishes. Monkey scans all 4 directions but can't find him, puts 2 and 2 together, and realizes that the demon must have been a heavenly spirit, which explains why he couldn't find him anywhere on Earth. So he busts his way into heaven again, what is this, like the 4th time, and demands to know what spirits were unaccounted for. Turns out the demon was really Revati, the woodwolf star, known to us modern people as Zeta Piscium. See, turns out the princess was actually another heavenly courtier, in this case an incense tender, who desperately wanted to elope with him. He was afraid that such an act would be unthinkable in heaven, so the 2 of them departed to Earth to carry on their love in secret. And yeah, if you think too hard about it, it kind of makes the entire story fall apart, but
Yeah, because then the kids weren't evil, and then it wasn't kidnapping, and she shouldn't have sent the letter. Okay, this is definitely a case of, I wrote myself into a corner. Good to see they just rolled with it early on as well. Wait, if you eloped, why did you kidnap her when she incarnated? Why did she want to be rescued? Why? What even is your relationship? Fucked up.
But we don't have to worry about it anymore because the demon is in custody and all that's left to do is to pick up Tripitaka. So the princess explains everything to her father.
My husband is a demon, I'm a celestial spirit incarnate, and the monk is a real monk. And I'm a monkey! Yeah. Yeah, this is, That would explain why 13 years didn't matter.
The king, and they head down to get Tripitaka, who's still locked up in the illusion of a tiger, after Monkey gets his sass on for a little bit.
You are such a drama queen. I have nobody. I'm sorry, I just love the moping while under the freaking demon tiger illusion.
He frees Tripitaka from the spell and everyone is friends again.
Will Pigsy stop being dragged around by his own base desires?
No.
Will Sandy ever win a fight? Will Tripitaka learn to trust Monkey's judgment? Will Monkey learn the
I mean, Sandy did win a fight. He beat freaking Pigsy. I mean, it's a low bar, but he got over it.
benefits of communication? And will the horse ever do anything plot relevant again? Find out next time.
I mean, even I'm going to say no. It might try, but it's a solid no there. This is the most it ever did, and it could have just got Monkey and let him do it, and nope, no, he didn't do it.
On Journey to the West.
I kind of hate to say this, but Pigsy is still more useful than the horse. This is the most the horse has ever done, and even then, the horse decided just to fuck around and found out, where Pigsy's like, I'm going to fuck around, I found out, and then I did the obvious thing of getting Wukong and let him do it. Monkey took care of it. Monkey see, monkey murdered. Yeah, that means 2 reasons that Pigsy is still better than the horse. That kind of hurts to say, but it's true. It's admittedly incredibly true, and it's weird, but kind of funny. So basically what I'm saying is, if you haven't already, there's a link below to the original episode. Hit it up. I'm probably just going to go on my own time and watch the episode in part 2, or the second episode, where I kind of skipped over Tripitaka's backstory, because I probably should watch that. Or maybe I'll put it in the next episode. I don't know. If you guys want to see it, I'll just add it into the beginning of the next one, because I apparently fucked up. I know, that's never happened. Yeah. Otherwise, again, link below. Hit it. When you're done, if you like this, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.